cut to the chase.
To listen is to accept.
Hi, I'm Alex from NME, and today I'm joined by two absolute megastars from the cast of Emilia Perez. It's Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldaña. How are we?
Hi. We're good. Thank you for having us.
The first thing I want to do is pull out a couple of scenes from the film that absolutely sent me and see how they were for you guys. Number one, when Emilia's in bed with her son and he says, "You smell like Papa," but he doesn't know that she's transitioned. I'm crying, she's crying. You guys must have been crying as well, right?
Yes.
Yes, I wasn't there when they shot it, but I'm just hearing you say that I'm jet lagged, but it makes me want to cry because it is a very special scene and it's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, having some rehearsals with Carlo, and she was learning, you know, that song. And then when she sang it, I was deeply emotional. It's a beautiful song. As a child, I remember just my life and the love that I have for my parents through this, how they smelled. And they just smelled like, my mom smelled like double mint gum. Because she used to always like, you know, crack the gum. She was always chewing gum. And my dad just always smelled like cologne and so delicious. And the fact that Jack wrote a piece about that means that he's really connected with his sense memory of his childhood as well in some way.
Yeah,
and he knew that that's a way of the child and the mother to bond in Emilia. So that was deeply moving. When I saw it after it was executed and we saw it for the first time in the movie, that was a very emotional scene.
Scene number two, it's another one for you, Zoe, actually, is the all singing, all dancing gala scene. Amazing. But did they call an ambulance for you afterwards? Because you must have been in absolute bits, because it looks so demanding.
Actually, I was waiting for somebody to ask me that question. My C5, C6, and C7 on my bag after shooting El Mal was definitely, they were a little inflamed, so I was a little sore for longer than I can anticipate. But it was so worth it. I was nervous, I was deeply afraid, wanting that scene to come out really well. We rehearsed it for maybe like an average of like 5, almost 6 weeks. And after we shot it, the rush of blood to the head, the adrenaline that I felt was invigorating.
So good.
It looks so good.
It's so epic.
Thank you.
¿Y usted?
Yo soy su mujer. Soy Jessica del Monte.
Rita Mura Castro, soy la abogada, trabajo con su marido.
Sí, me imagino, pero ¿qué hace para él?
Muchas cosas.
We asked this of everyone we interview, but what's your go-to all-time favourite album that you just keep going back to all the time?
When I was a child, there's this Dominican singer called Juan Luis Guerra, and he's known all through Latin America, Europe, and in Asia. He's really respected, but he's a poet. And the way that he relates to love and other feelings through just sense memory is quite amazing. So I love the music of Juan Luis Guerra. I've always talked about him. And Maxwell. There was an album that he did. It wasn't the lounge one, but it was right after it. And it was really great. It was in the early 2000s, and I can just press play on that album and just like let it play until the end. It's wonderful.
Okay, I think mine are probably Adele.
Oof, yes.
19.
Oh, the first one.
The very first one. I related to a lot of those.
Chasing Pavements.
Yes. It's
so
very,
beautiful.
it's so addicting. And then Frank Ocean's Orange.
Oh my
okay.
God, of course.
That one's a classic.
So good.
Have any of you ever run across any of those musicians in real life?
I don't think that she will mind me saying this, but Adele and I were neighbors in LA.
Oh, wow.
So we became, you know, friends, and our children have played together, and I can honestly say that once you meet the person behind the artistry, a much deeper level of respect for her. She's a remarkable woman.
Living next door to Adele with Zoe Saldaña sounds like a sitcom.
No, honestly, yeah. But a great one. One I want in on.
A really great one. Usually you would just see us in like a row of moms kind of like, you know, just looking at our kids going, "What are you doing? What are you, stop, can you please stop that? Can you look at mommy, eye contact, thank you so much." Like that's pretty much like
That's
our days.
mom life.
Selena, I thought you were going to talk maybe about Nirvana because I saw that video interview of you just completely obsessed talking about your love of Nirvana from when you were
I
younger.
absolutely
So good,
should have
they're so
said yes. I should have said one of his or theirs. I am still. I dyed my hair to be the exact color of Kurt Cobain. I mean, his documentary is one of my favorites. That music documentaries.
Montage of Heck.
Yes,
Yeah,
Montage of Heck. I've watched maybe
wow.
10 times. It's very emotional, but really impactful.
Yeah, it's so different, isn't it? Because obviously it's animated and it's just so clever. I think
It
that's why
is.
I'm drawn to it so much.
I felt so many things watching it.
Because we're enemy, I can't let you go away, Selena, without
Sure.
asking you for an update on your new album.
Well, if I had one, I would love to talk about it. No, I think right now it's been really nice focusing on this side of the playing field. We'll see. You never know.
I hope you continue making music.
¿Y no pensaron en fugarse juntos o algo?
¿Conocías un poquito a tu primo o para nada? Hubiéramos podido ir a donde sea. Él nos habría encontrado, nos habría destrozado y dado de comer a los perros. Bueno, me voy a dormir. Good night.
What was the most memorable part of recording and rehearsing those for you?
I think just being in the recording studio and collaborating with someone like Camille and Clément Ducon, they are so talented. It was really profound, and the way that they sort of took a deep dive into the Mexican culture, and there was a great deal of like admiration and respect, and I felt that with all their compositions. I was having a lot of out-of-body sensations just being there because I've never really been in a studio.
Yeah.
It's quite a beautiful place to be in.
It's very peaceful at times, and I would say for me personally, it's the highest note I've ever hit in history. It was for this movie, and it was because of their motivation. They were like, I tried it an octave lower, and I was just like, this doesn't sound as like at the end, and they were like, just go for it, and I belted it out as loud as I could. I was like, this is gonna sound so bad, but I did it, and I was so happy.
There was a 9-minute standing ovation at Cannes, and you guys, you stood up, you're sort of, oh, thank you very much. By minute 7 of those kind of standing ovations at Cannes, are you not thinking, right, do we go now, or do we just, when are they going to stop?
Oh, I was very unsure. Until I saw Jacques walk away, I was right behind him. Because it was so overwhelmingly like, yay, like people like it, and we did something. But at the same time, I'm a little uncomfortable with some of, compliments and things. So as soon as I saw Jacques leave, I was like, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, okay, I get it, I'm great. Okay, thanks, come on,
Okay.
wrap up
It
now.
forces you to be present. And that's vulnerable. That's overwhelming. It was very present. And the more it kept sort of like vibrating and coming forward, then you go through all these stages of, they must mean it.
Yeah.
They must mean it. This must have moved them like it's moved me, and then that realization makes you emotional. But yes, as soon as Jack started walking, we're like, please.
Yeah.